Hi, I'm John with Saddlepoint Systems, and today I'm going to show you just how easy it is to use Lytrod's new Intellicut software, which is designed specifically for the MBM Aerocut series, our favorite line of multifunction finishers. The Lytrod software allows you to quickly combine both images and variable data, which lets you easily produce items like mailers, tickets, especially these with perforation lines on them, business cards, or tent cards. Let's get started. Okay, I've just opened the Intellicut software, and this is the welcome menu that pops up every time you open up the software. What we're going to do is make some samples using the Aerocut preset templates first, and then afterward we'll go ahead and make a custom template just to show you guys that you can really do almost anything you need to using this software. We're going to go ahead and click New Job. I'd like to open a new job. Select our template type here. We're going to select business cards. I'm going to do a business card size sample, paper size. I'm going to select 12 by 18 just to narrow it down here. And here we've sorted from all the possible presets down to just the 12 by 18 business card ones. So I'm going to select double cut 24 up duplex. That's two-sided with bleed. Hit next. Now I can name my job anything I'd like to here. Just go ahead and leave that there. I can select bleed. I do want to add bleed. I'm just going to leave it at the default here. Hit finish. And now we've got the front side here and the back side here for our artwork. Let's go ahead and import an image right here. And we're going to click Aerocut business card. Looks good. Hit open. It's going to automatically center it for me, automatically lay it down. Looks good. Let's go to the back side. Let's import an image again. Go to where we are. Automatic laminator business card. Go hit open, and it centered it and laid it out perfect. So now we're going to go to preview and position. That's the back side. There's the front side. That looks great. So I'm going to click create PDF just to show you how easy that was. Save it. Says OK. Took 2 seconds. That's great. And there's our PDF. That's ready to print and cut. And if you've got your artwork already, that's exactly how easy it is here. So minimize this. Let's go ahead and do something else. So we're going to close this file here. Don't need it anymore. I already made the PDF. The welcome menu pops back up, which is fantastic. Click another new job. Again, here are all the possible Aerocut templates that are preset in here, along with some custom ones on the bottom. So we're going to narrow it down a little bit. Let's go back to business cards. Let's make that tent card. Go down to 12 by 18, and there it is, 3.5 by 4, center crease. Yeah, 12 up, double-sided. Perfect. Next. Again, we can name our job anything we'd like here. I'm going to click bleed, hit finish. And there it is. There's the front side. There's the back side. You can see the front side has that crease in there, which is nice. Go to preview and position. You can see it lays it all out perfectly with the cut mark, with the barcode. Click out of there. Let's go ahead and import our front image. And you can browse to wherever you need to. It remembers wherever you had it last. So we're going to go ALM tent card front. Hit open. There's our front side. Go to the back. Hit back. Open. There's our back side. And the artwork's already done, so we don't have to do anything else. I can just go ahead and preview and position. Looks good. Aerocut already figures out, the Intellicut software, sorry, already figures out exactly how many fit on here. Hit create. Save it. PDF written in 1 second. Hit OK. There it is. And that's ready to print and run. So minimize that. We just did 2 jobs. That was pretty good. Let's go ahead and hit close here. Let's do something that incorporates a little variable data, but we're still going to use a preset, so I'm going to hit new job. This time I'm going to go to postcards. And and same paper size because that's what I've got loaded in the printer here, 12 by 18. Select my postcard. Let's make a 5 by 7, 4 up, double-sided. Hit next. Again, you can save your job as whatever you'd like here. I do want to add bleed. This time it's suggesting 1/8 of an inch. Perfect. Hit finish. And there we are again. Let's import our image. So I've got here lamination postcard front side. This time, because I'm going to be working with variable data, I'm going to make sure this checkbox is checked, place into background. This makes sure that my image does not, when I'm trying to select any of the foreground items, so the text boxes and data that I'm going to add, I don't have to worry about whether or not I'm going to move the back image. So we'll click open. There's our front side image. Let's go to the back. Let's add our back side image. There's the back side. Hit open. And there's the back side. So here we've got a blank slate that we can go ahead and now put some information here. So now we want to import our data list. And our data list is just going to be an Excel file. It's a CSV file. So the first line here is just the title for each item, and then we've just got a bunch of generic, this is all sample data, sample customers, but we've got names, company list, addresses, cities, etc., so on and so forth. So let's minimize that, and I'll show you how to get that into Intellicut here. So again, in the import section here on the home screen, we've got recipient list and insert data. So this is what we want. We're going to click our file here, hit open, and it's not going to let me open it because I've got it open in Excel already. So close that. Recipient list. Try that again. Here we go. So we've got all our data. We can click view data. That shows all the information in the file so we know it's the right one. Hit next. Hit finish. And now we've got all of our items here on the right side. So let's go back to that back side. Let's make a text box so we can fit some of that information in. So we're going to home, insert. Here we got format text. That's where we're at. We're going to make a text box. Let's drag that open there. And now we can go ahead and click on this first name here. It's going to bring that first name tab section right in. We'll hit the space bar, click on the last name, click and drag it right in there for the last name. I'm going to hit the enter key. Let's go company name, click and drag. Enter again. Let's go address. Click and drag. Enter again. City. Click and drag. I'm going to put a comma and a space. And we'll put the state. Put another space. Now the zip code. And that's it. That's everything we need to get this mailed. So click this. Now we can select our text box. We can move it anywhere we'd like. We can resize it however we'd like. I'm going to set it right there. If you get it in the right spot, Intellicut will tell you that's the center, so that's good. If I want to change the size or the font or the color, that's all up here. You can do most things here. You can do right side alignment, left side alignment. There's whatever we need. So that looks good. That's ready to go. We'll go back to the home screen here. Click preview and position again. We've got 4 up. That's perfect. Cut mark, barcode, everything's there. So let's go create PDF. And I had 100 contacts on this list, so this is going to make several pages here. Hit save it. $50 pages, written in 6 seconds. Go ahead and open that up. And we'll go down a page, and there we go. We've got our different contacts on each one. So that's perfect. So that's ready to print. And there's your mailer. So next what we're going to do is go ahead and create a custom template. This time let's make those tickets. We're still going to select new job. If you had a project that you already had been working on, it would be shown down here and then you could select it and open it. But I'm going to select new job. And I'm not going to choose an existing template. I've got all these to choose from, but I want to make my own. So I'm going to click custom template. This is always on the top here, nice and easy to get to, and hit next. Now I can name my template. So this in this template creation wizard, this is going to be where you want to identify what size items you're dealing with. So I'm going to make a 2 by 5.5 inch ticket. I'm going to say on 12 by 18 inch paper. It's I can also select from the Aerocut here. I'm going to be able to save this template. So all the preset templates are already saved on the Aerocut. I'm making a new template, so I have to save it on the Aerocut so that when I make a barcode on the sheet, the Aerocut knows what to do with it. So I'm going to select this from a list. I've got it connected through the network card on the Aerocut to the computer, so I can see the list of jobs here. So I can save it here, 25. You see I've done this a couple times already for demonstration. Select, and that's an empty space, so I can hit next. Now I'm going to select my paper size. So we're going to work with 12 by 18, and that's ready to go. Then I'm going to select my artwork size here. So again, 5.5 inches wide, 2 inches. You want to keep it the same orientation as whatever your PDF artwork is in. So however wide it is, just put it. However tall it is, put it. And then the Intellicut software will deal with portrait, landscape, orientation, and such. I'm going to add a bleed here. I want to show my crop marks. I'm going to hit next. And it automatically decides how many pieces it can fit on the sheet. So I don't have to do any calculation at all, which is really nice. 7 rows, 2 columns here. And then this describes the margins that it's going to use to make all that fit. I'm not going to change any of this. I'm going to trust its math and hit next. And hit finish. And it's told me that it saved the template on the Intellicut side. I'm going to, once I'm finished with it, save the template into the Aerocut a little later. So now we're opening up a new job based on that template. So this is similar to what we did before. You can save the job name as anything you'd like, hit OK, and there's my ticket. Let's go ahead and import the background image. Ticket front. It's on the back side. Let's import the background image. Again, we're making sure that this says place into background here. Ticket back. And then we can just preview so I can show you. So this is our custom template. The software laid it all out for us, which is really nice. Okay, so now we can go ahead and add our perforation. So what we're going to do is right click on the background here and click add perforation. And if you know numerically where you want to put it, you can instead click configure crease perf. But I want to put it right here at the point of this saddle point and set it there, and it's going to tell me that's 1.22 inches from the edge. If I wanted to change that, I could highlight this and make it 1.25 or whatever I'd like. So 1.22, that's fine. I'm going to hit OK. It's going to tell me it recommends that it's at least a little over 1.5 inches from the edge, but I know this will work, so I'm going to say OK. And there's my perforation. If we go back to preview and position, you can see the perforation is laid out on the sheet. So that'll make it easy for us to set that up later. Click out of preview and position, and now I can go ahead and add, let's import my data for the tickets. So back to import recipient list. I'm going to go to SPS event ticket, open. Here's my data file here. Hit next, hit finish. And here's my data here on the right. So we've got event name, artist, date, time, gate, row, seat, whatever you need, whatever information that's in the file is displayed here. And go to format text, make a text box. You guys get the idea here from the last one. Drag over the name, and now I'm going to go ahead and play with the format. I'm going to change the font here. There's what I want, Rockwell. And I'm also going to color it white so it shows up. Make it a little bigger. Size 20. Yeah, that works. And let's try and just sort of center it right there. now I'm going to go ahead and put in, and also just drag the data here and it'll automatically put a text box for you. But I want to modify this. I want to say with Jim Kelly. Like that white again. And this one I want to make a little smaller, maybe 16 size font, and then just move it here wherever I like it. So that's the center of the text box on top of it, but my text box is a little too wide, so shorten that. See if I can get that blue mark to pop up. There we go, centered. And you get the idea here. So I'm going to put some more information, and then we should be ready to go. Okay, so I've added the rest of the information. We've got Intellicut demo here. I added the date, I added the time, gate, row, seat. This stuff here, you notice it's rotated, and that's pretty easy to accomplish. So you just right click, click rotate, it rotates it for you however way you want to here. The other way you can do that is right click, go to format, click rotate here, and then you can rotate it to the right or to the left. Back to the home screen. So this is all laid out where I'd like it. I even added some information on the back side. This is just text box where I just type this stuff in. And we're ready to go. Preview in position. Again, it's all still laid out. This time you can see where all the data fields are. Let's click Create PDF. Let's go ahead and save it. And I had 50 some odd tickets to make in there. Hit OK. And those are laid up. Now I want to show you, let's see if I zoom in here. You can see the tickets. So there's seat 5. There's seat 4, there's seat 3, there's seat 2, so it's laid out all the data in the right order. I'll show you how to make sure that that's right. So minimize that, go to multiple up settings here. This setting is where you can arrange the data however you want it. Usually for the Aerocut it's going to be top left or bottom right. That way when the pieces are cut they just stack onto each other in the right order. And so that's good. We're going to hit OK. And now we're going to click paper cuts. Remember, we made a custom template for this job. So on the Intellicut side, we know how it's laid out. The software knows how to lay it out, but the Aerocut doesn't know how to cut it yet. So we click paper cuts. And this is the template that we made, including the perf template used there. We're going to click send to Aerocut. So click that, and now click send. Now it's saved to the Aerocut so that when we go to cut this file, the machine will be able to read the barcode and bring up the job, and we won't have to do any work at all. Alright, we've got our tickets printed along with the rest of the jobs here, and on each sheet you can see we've got the cut mark, we've got our barcode, we've got the job number for the Aerocut, we've got the template name from the Intellicut software. We've got crop marks. We've also got all the information that we laid out on our tickets, both on the front side and on the back side. Everything's laid out very nicely. We're going to take all 4 of these sheets and set them in the feeder. Now, because the first job, I want a perforation on the tickets. We've got the barcode reader set to check job, which means it's going to run one, and as soon as it sees the next code, it's going to stop. We've got the perforator set to on, and we're ready to go. The Aerocut is going to go ahead and feed the first sheet. It'll read the barcode, and it was already set up for tickets, so it's going to go ahead and run those tickets. And then it's going to feed the next sheet and stop. It says on the screen that we've got a different barcode than the tickets job. That's exactly what I wanted. So you can see these tickets came out just perfectly. This perforation is really nice. It's very easy to tear. So we're going to go ahead and back this sheet up there. Lift open the hood here. Turn the perforator off. Close the hood back down. hit return on the screen. Make sure that's stacked nicely. We're going to set our barcode job to change there, and we're going to run the next 3 sheets. It's going to read that barcode, and now the slitters are going to set themselves up for the next job. Once it's ready, it's going to feed that sheet, and out the back now we're cutting business cards. I didn't have to do very much work at all. It's going to feed the next sheet. It's going to see that it's a different job. I'm going to take the business card stacker out of here. It's setting itself up for postcards, and now it's going to run these postcards. And now we've got postcards. It's read the next job. Those are the tent cards. It's going to go ahead and feed this sheet. You saw it move the slitters again. And now we're cutting tent cards. That's the great thing about the combination of the Intellicut software and the barcode reader on this system, is that I don't really need to know how to set up the cuts on the job at all to run them. So again, tent cards, mailers, business cards, and tickets. It's that easy. Thank you very much.